Hey guys, welcome to Gospel 101. I'm gonna give you a few tips to make you feel like a gospel player right away. Let's dig in. All right, first I'm gonna take this really simple, just little progression, and we're gonna figure out how to turn it into gospel piano. So we're gonna play a C major chord, we're gonna call that our 1 chord, and then we're gonna play an E major chord, which is gonna be our 3 chord, and then we're gonna play an A minor chord, which is gonna be our 6 chord, and then we are gonna play an F in the right hand and a G in the bass. It's called a 5 sus, G sus chord, and then back to 1. All right, that's a nice progression. 1, major 3, minor 6, 5 sus. I mean, like, it sounds kind of gospel-y, but how do we turn it into gospel? You know, the first thing we can do is we can add maybe a dominant chord in there. That just adds the 7th note on top. I guess we got 1, 3 dominant. We can play a minor 6. Yeah? And then a 5 sus. Yeah? One more time. 3 dominant, a minor 6, then a 5 sus. And the last step we can add in there, we can play octaves in our left hand. I'm gonna play like really low down here. And we can approach some of these bass notes from a whole step down, playing in chromatic. And now, last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my right hand down 1 octave. So let's break down that left hand. What I'm doing here is I'm gonna play the bass note, so that's C, and then we're gonna walk up the major scale, D. We'll add in a D sharp, E. So we're trying to get from C to E, so we're just gonna play chromatically up a whole step right before E. And next we're going to 6, so we'll play chromatically up, so down a whole step and then up. And then we're trying to get to G, so you can either go up chromatically a whole step, or you can go chromatically down a whole step. And you can actually just have fun with that. So I can play the same progression just going up. And then in my right hand, I'm just pulsing quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that we have all of that, we're gonna add one more thing. We're gonna add a little grace note in. It's gonna be like the last kind of gospel-y kind of thing we're gonna add to this. We're gonna add so we're gonna approach in our right hand off of our minor 3rd, 1, 2, 3, that's 3. That's a flat 3, minor 3. So in time. That's something you can work on, that's anywhere, approaching the 3rd note of the chord. So we were from F, and G, and D. All right, so let's add that in. Okay, what was that? We did, this is a major pentatonic, it's the end of a major pentatonic scale. So we're gonna play G, A, C. Both hands together. else I like to do? I like to make sure it's not too clean. Gospel music isn't always the cleanest or most polished of musics, so my hands aren't perfectly landing together. I'm letting it be sloppy on purpose. Kind of trash canny, but it gives it that feel. Time. So yeah, that was a quick, easy progression. And I mean, if you found it a little difficult, that is okay. I think the first step is to just take your time with that, the first part of that progression, just 1, major 3, minor 6, and then a 5 sus. And the rest will eventually come. It's gonna take plenty of time. It's gonna take a lot of time, a lot of practice, but you will eventually get here. You'll get here. Happy practicing.